Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you had a good holiday. I explained in another video, which is going to be released soon, that I sent for a lot of things, and a lot of things never showed up, including Christmas gifts. And I'm not going to get into that. I had a bunch of gifts that I was supposed to give out for Christmas to family and friends, and some of them actually came in, but they never actually made it in my hands. I'm not going to get into much, but it's really, really low stealing from people at Christmas time. A really, really low thing to do, honestly. Stealing in general is not good, but Christmas time, taking people's gifts, really, honestly, that's all I'm going to say about that. So, right now, looking at things, I just want to name some things that I think would have made some good Christmas gifts and some things that I like from the new year going forward. These guys here, I know they're rather expensive. They're about 75 bucks. But the DD Hi-Fi RCAs, they come singular instead of in one thing. For years, I've used Monoprice and Amazon Basics. And, well, they've lasted. I mean, I still have my Amazon Basics. The Monoprice didn't. I gotta admit that fell apart. The Amazon Basics still hooked up to my tube amp over there. Works perfectly. These things, they not only work, but they're made out of a high quality material, so they actually look good. It's actually an RCA cable that you actually might want to show off if you have the RCA cables exposed somehow. Well, that said, also the USB-C cable. There's an OTG cable. It works good, and I desperately needed one of those. I get them when I'm either borrowing a DAC amp or something. They'll come with them stuff, but I literally actually didn't have one. I've had like A to C and micro to C and the Apple to C, things like this. You got your little Apple right there, so you have your Lightning, and then you have your C right there. I mean, things like this I've had plenty of, but I've had these adapters, which are C to A, and I've had tons of cables that are A to C and C to A and stuff. And I actually haven't had a C to C. I don't understand that. With all the C things that I have tons of micro to micro. And it's just I got to start updating stuff because micro is gone, and I do get a few products in with micro, but you got to go with C because C is universally the best out there. I mean, think about it, all the times that you've taken a regular USB cable and stuck it in the USB thing in the wrong direction. Now with C, that's eliminated. You put it in any direction, it goes. I like that. That's what I like about C the best. Besides the technical things that are good about it. So, okay, the iFi, the new hip DAC, in the lower budget range, this is very good. I would like to recommend this. I would like to say, out of my favorite things, out of the lower budget DAC amplifiers, the iFi is my favorite, to be honest. And I'm not saying I don't like the X2 and I don't like the FiO. I just like the iFi better. I really do. I like the features. I like the IE match. I like the power that it has. It's a little bit more than the Q3. I like the fact that it comes in balanced and non-balanced. I just like the way it looks. I like how thin it is. And it just works well for me. So if I was going to recommend one for everything, I would recommend this because it does handle IEMs and it handles bigger things like my Caspians and the Hi-Fi Men and my Sens and all that other stuff. It isn't a powerhouse, but it isn't a weakling either. Now the Q3 is very good at details. This one is better at details than the last generation. I would say it's definitely got a sharper imaging and everything. The bass, the boost, same thing, very good, tasteful. The IE match is superb. Works great. So this just ticks all the boxes. So this would be my recommendation for under 200. Now the over the 300 range, and just about up to, I mean, it depends on where you get this on sale. Definitely this guy here. Totally. I mean, seriously, this thing not only has power for days, it has some good clarity to it. There is a hint of warmth there. I remember saying that it was neutral bright, but it does have a hint of warmth to it. It is fairly neutral, and it's open and wide, airy sound. It's got two balanced and one regular single-ended. The knob, the look, everything, the connectivity, being C for charge, C for thing. You got the choice between the volume control in the back. The only thing I would have liked to see is high gain, but it does that automatically. It's got its little turbo mode and everything. So honestly, there's nothing about this that I don't really like. Maybe would have liked the bass boost on it, but other than that, it's just damn good for its money. I mean, it isn't Diablo good, but it's pretty darn close for the price. So I'm going to put these guys over here. As for dongles, I do like the DD Hi-Fi dongle, but I think that my choice for dongles, and we haven't reviewed this yet, but with the Beam 3 Pro here, very good. Its only shortcoming is it doesn't have balance. It just says regular 3.5 right there. But it has 3 levels of gain. It's very small, it's simple, and it was actually more powerful than I thought. And I put the Caspians on it, and just in medium gain, it was just too loud. It's got some good clarity to it. It's got some great details to it. Even has like an openness sound to it. So we'll get into more when I do the review. I haven't had that much testing with it, only a few hours, but I really do like it, honestly. It also comes with the this adapter for the Apple products. So either way, if you have an Apple or an Android, you're all set. Gaming things, definitely would recommend this Creative. The pull it out right here. This is the Sound Blaster GC7. I like it for gaming. It has a lot of nice controls. It can be tuned. You gotta, you customize the EQ right there to anything you want. It's just got a lot of nice features to it overall. We haven't done a review on it yet. It's been on the back burner, but it really is a really nice sound card. External sound card, DAC amp, if you will. I can't do the IM thing right now, what I recommend and what I've liked. I did like the Belon, the Max. I haven't gotten the 7 in. I actually haven't gotten any IMs in that I sent for. There's been some earbuds and IMs, and I'm still waiting for them. So, I can't comment on something that I don't have. In a nutshell, it's just that. And, you can't review something that doesn't come in. It's just these things happen sometimes, especially with the way things are in the world, especially with the virus, just exploding right now and getting there bad again. So, we just have to be patient. Things will be in. I'll review them. I'll give you my honest opinion on them without any baloney, without any hype. I'm not here to hype anything. Definitely. I mean, I hate that. I actually like to avoid items. So sometimes I might get sent something. They may say, hey, we want to send you this. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to turn it down because it gives me a chance to review it and then, give the video to you. But I really don't like overly hyped crap. I mean, seriously, I try to get things, I try to go left when everybody else is going right. It's just me. It's just my personal thing. I don't like doing that. But then again, I have to think sometimes, people want an opinion on what's popular. They want to know what I think about it and stuff. I mean, the Belon is definitely one of those hyped products. I liked it. I really did like it. And I modified the tips, of course, because the tips are absolute trash that come with it. But I did like this. And like I said in the video, the shape and the comfort are going to be the deciding factor for a lot of people. If you don't get a proper seal, it's going to sound like crap. I got a good seal, so I got to hear it, and it's got some really good bass. It's not overpowering. It has some decent control to the bass and everything. And just overall, it was just, nice. Is it as good as the 3? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. The 3 has its, its good points. This is a nice case, by the way. I picked this case up myself, actually, in a store. And there's nothing I like better than going in a store and getting something. There's nothing like that feeling, because you don't have to go through all the baloney that you have to go through with the mail. So I got this in the store, and it was about $4. And I know I can probably get these for $1 on Alley or something. But I really like this case, and it's bubbled. And it's got a little bit of hardness, and it protects. Really like that case. I also like the metal one that I have, whatever the heck that is, but I'm not going to pull it out right now. I'm just basically going over a few things. Out of the Bluetooth amps, I'm going to have to say, and this is going to be a surprise to everybody, it's going to be a shock. People ask me what Bluetooth amp I like. We've had the FIO, the BTR3, the 5, the iFi Go Blue, just a bunch of other ones. And to be quite honest, you know what ones I really, really like? I'll show you right now. It's quite simple. This is the Aorus Amplify, Usbc. It's got a built-in microphone. It's got a light. It's just got a 3.5 plug. This comes off. It's a clip. Comes in handy. But other than this, it comes in black and the silver. I picked the silver at the time because it actually matched my phone at the time, which it doesn't now. And I've had this thing for going on 2 years now, and I've used this constantly. And even the microphone, everything works perfectly. It connects just by pushing the power button. It's got volume up, play, pause, take a call. It just works. And, when something is simple and it just works, I like it. So this is very good. I use this constantly. It's held up very well. Some people have had issues with the voice being a little too loud. It only comes on for a second, so it's not really that big of a deal with me. They were working on a revised edition before the virus. I don't know what's going on with the company now, but I like that company. They do some good work. Another favorite of mine is this simple guy here. Now, this guy has a warm analog kind of sound. It's warmish. I find it quite pleasant, and this works well with a lot of things, ranging from headphones on up to earphones and earbuds. It's just simple, 3.5, USB-C on the bottom. Tiny, tiny, tiny. I think this literally has got to be the smallest one that they make, and this is from One More. And it's just simply called the One More Bluetooth adapter. You just plug it in, press the button, you're good to go, get it connected, and you got a nice amp. There's no volume control. You control the volume on your phone. This is going to be the simplest thing in the world. There's no microphone, but if you do have a set of earphones with microphone, it will go through, and you can actually use them with this. And I like that. So yeah, these two are my favorite Bluetooth ones. Like I said, my favorite dongle so far is the Beam. I have that Extreme one, and I have a couple of other dongles. I do like the DD Hi-Fi dongle because it's balanced. It's got the 4.4 and the 2.5, which is over in the corner somewhere. I do like a lot of things from DD Hi-Fi. I mean, they make some really nice stuff like this. This is my favorite because I can just pull it out so easily because it's got so much, surface space. I got their, XLR adapter. I love XLRs. Tube amp wise, we got the Tube 7 behind us, which is the only tube I actually have right now. I'm going to shut that off anyway because we're not using it. So shut some of the stuff off. Pretty colors on there. I just love colors. My favorite Bluetooth speaker is the one behind me. One in front of me actually. The Clear Stage, as it is called, and there's a reason for that. Because it just works well. It's got built-in Amazon Alexa. Just seriously, it just really has some really nice features. There's your ports back here where you charge it, and it's waterproof, by the way, which is always a plus. You got your USB-C, you got your audio jack in 3.5, you get your Bluetooth on and off, your power on and off. You got your microphone. You can use this for conference calls, your play pause, your volume up, volume down. It has NFC on it. It's got the little side-mounted bass things on both sides. And the speaker, it's front firing. It's also got built-in Alexa. So, I mean, it just for the features alone and the fact that it sounds fantastic, it sounds like a much larger speaker. Now, I do like the One More Bluetooth speaker as well. I think that thing is a monster for something so tiny. I'm sure there's a ton out there that I haven't tried. I haven't done too many Bluetooth speakers, probably about 5 in my lifetime. That's because, it's not a thing we usually do here. Now, I know the site is called Headphones and Coffee. I do coffee reviews, just not on this website. I did it for a while. It didn't seem that popular, so we just do mostly the audio stuff on here. But don't get me wrong, I absolutely love coffee, tea, drinks like that. I absolutely go crazy for. I'm a big tea and coffee drinker. Love them. Anytime you want to talk coffee or tea, we have a group that talks about that, although a lot of posts on there seem to be mostly audio related. I'd like to get into more of the coffee related posts, but in the long run, you have to go with whatever people want to talk about and whatever they want to talk about and whatever questions they want to ask. I'm more than happy to answer them always. I'm always going to be here to help you. I'm going to try to get back to you. There are some times when I'm not online for maybe a day or two. Maybe there's problems or something. We all have things in life. But I'll try to answer your questions as best as I can and as honestly as I can because, I'm not getting paid for this like other people. Other people are getting these paid and they're doing the advertisements for everybody and everything else. If somebody has a good sale and they ask me to do a thing for it, yeah, I'll tell you about the sale. I'll show you the link or something like that. But other than that, I'm not getting paid by anybody to do this. I'm doing this because I want to do this. I'm doing this because I like all this stuff. I mean, this is my hobby. I mean, I've had many hobbies in my lifetime: motorcycles, video games, was a computer, just absolute nut for many years. Just running Linux and trying all this other stuff, and I feel I have the same enthusiasm for audio. I just want to try everything out. I want to see how things are. I want to hear this stuff, and I absolutely love the equipment. But I also like music because music is our emotion. It's our memories. It brings out all the best in us, helps us through sad times, helps us through everything. And that's why I absolutely love music. So am I an audiophile or am I a music lover or am I an audio enthusiast? I would say I'm all three. I don't like to use the term audiophile all the time because that's kind of a snobby type thing, and I'm not against people using EQ. I personally don't use anything like that in testing because that's not fair. I'm not going to modify an IAM and then tell you this thing is actually good when you're going to go and buy it stock and you're going to say this thing sounds like crap. He lied. I'm going to tell you what I think of it stock. If I have time, I'm going to put some new tips on it. I'm going to put a new cable on it. Maybe change filters on it. Who knows? Whatever it needs. If I think that it can be modified, or if I read somebody else's thing that it can be modified, then I'll let you know how it sounds afterwards. Is it worth buying and then modifying it? And what cable did I use? What tips did I use? You deserve to know that, because if I just say, yeah, it sounds good with these tips and that, what does it sound like stock? Some people are going to spend money on these things and they're not going to be able to, fix them right away. And honestly, should you have to fix something when you buy it? Shouldn't it sound good right out of the box? I say yes, usually. There are some exceptions. Obviously, certain companies, the cable is absolute garbage. Certain companies, the tips are absolute garbage. Belon. But, I don't like Belon tips for anything, to be quite honest. But that said, things will be coming in. And I've talked a little talk. I just wanted to have a talk with you guys and let you know that things are coming. The channel is strong. Our Instagram page is just blowing up and going crazy, and I love that. And I'm trying to make some good photos for you guys and show you new products and opinions on stuff, and just sometimes I show some good meals that I had. Just a little mixture of different things on there. And I appreciate everything for you guys. Thank you so much. You really, just made this worth doing too. So thank you. Please be safe, and I will see you out on the internet or in the next video. Thanks so much, everybody.